The power of taking action. Every day. Have you ever felt like the little things you do each day don't matter? Like your small efforts are invisible? Too tiny to change anything? Life has a strange way of showing us what truly matters. Sometimes what seems pointless today becomes our greatest miracle tomorrow. This is the story of a boy named Ayan and a village that learned the true power of taking action every day. Ayan lived in a peaceful village surrounded by mountains and endless fields of green. He was like many children, curious, playful, full of dreams, but easily discouraged. If something didn't give results quickly, he would give up. He often sat by the old well in the village square, his favorite thinking spot. This well had not been used for many years because the river nearby provided everything the villagers needed. The well had become dry, silent, forgotten, much like how Ayan sometimes felt about himself. One warm evening, Ayan kicked a pebble into the dried well and sighed loudly. "What's the point of trying so hard if nothing changes?" he muttered. From behind him came a soft chuckle. It was old Baba Idris, the wisest man in the village, with silver hair and eyes that seemed to know every secret life ever held. "And what great suffering brings a young man like you to such deep thoughts?" Idris asked with a gentle smile. Ayan shrugged. "Everything I do feels useless. I try to learn new things. I help my father at the farm, but I'm still slow, still tired, still not good enough." Baba Idris tapped his walking stick against the ground. "Not good enough yet," he corrected. Every great tree was once a tiny seed, but it didn't grow by complaining. It grew by trying every single day. Ayan rolled his eyes slightly. "That's easy for you to say. You're already wise and respected." Idris sat beside him. "You think respect comes without effort? Wisdom without struggle? My boy, the world rewards consistent effort, not quick results." Ayan listened, but the lesson didn't fully reach his heart. Not yet. Days passed. Then came a sudden change. One morning, the river that blessed the village slowed to a trickle, then stopped entirely. Panic spread quickly. Without the river, there was no water to drink, to cook, to grow crops. The villagers searched desperately for another source, but the nearest water was days away. In a village meeting full of fear, someone said, "If only the old well still worked." Everyone turned toward the silent stone circle near the square. Dry, cracked, forgotten, just like the villagers' hope. Idris stepped forward. "We must take action every day. Let us dig deeper. Let us work little by little until the well returns to life." Some laughed. Others shook their heads. "That well has been dry for decades," a man scoffed. "It's impossible." Idris looked at Ayan. Impossible? Or simply not attempted long enough? Ayan felt his face warm. The challenge was clear. The next morning, only two people stood by the old well, Ayan and Baba Idris. The sun had barely risen when Idris pressed a shovel into Ayan's hands. "We removed 2 buckets of dirt today," he said. "Tomorrow, we remove 2 more, and the next day, again." Ayan stared into the darkness of the well. "How long must we do this?" "As long as it takes," Idris answered calmly. Every day, they returned. Some days under the burning sun, sweat dripping like rain. Some days under heavy winds. Some days when Ayan wished he could just sleep instead. Ayan often complained, "It's too hard. My back aches. This is pointless. No water will come." But Idris always responded with the same gentle firmness. "Action first, doubt later." Even if Ayan didn't believe, he continued, "Little daily actions, 2 buckets a day. Slow progress, but progress." Weeks passed, and the villagers mocked them. Look at them wasting their time. Why try when nature has already decided the well is dead? They're digging for a miracle. Ayan lowered his head when he heard the jokes, but Idris lifted his chin and whispered, "Let them laugh. Their laughter costs us nothing." One evening, when the stars lit the sky like scattered fireflies, Ayan collapsed beside the well, exhausted. "Maybe they're right," he said, breathing heavily. "Maybe the well will stay empty forever." Idris sat beside him, not scolding, not pushing, simply patient. "My boy," he said softly, "every day you dig, the well isn't the only thing changing." Ayan frowned. "What else is changing?" "You," Idris smiled. "You are becoming stronger, patient, disciplined. These changes are invisible until the moment you need them most." Ayan looked at his calloused hands. They did look stronger, more confident. Idris continued, "Most people quit because they cannot see results. But results are often like seeds in the soil growing, long before anyone notices." Ayan listened quietly, and for the first time, he started to believe. Another week passed, and another. Then something happened. One morning, when Ayan struck his shovel into the ground, he heard a hollow echo. Thunk! Ayan froze. That sounded different. Idris leaned in. "Keep going." Ayan dug frantically. The air felt cooler, the dirt softer, and then he saw it. A small patch of moisture, wet soil. His heart raced. "Water!" he shouted. "There's water!" Idris smiled, but not in surprise, as if he had expected this moment all along. But the water did not flow quickly, just a small, steady seep. The villagers gathered around, watching. No one laughed anymore. Day after day, Ayan and Idris kept digging, this time with more help. The small seep grew into a trickle, the trickle into a flow, until at last, water rushed up, filling the bottom of the well with shimmering life. Cheers erupted across the village. Families danced. Children splashed their hands in the fresh, cool blessing they had once abandoned. The well was alive again, thanks to daily effort, thanks to 2 buckets a day, thanks to not giving up on something that didn't show results immediately. That evening, the village celebrated Ayan and Idris. People thanked them for saving their crops, their animals, their future. Ayan stood before them, overwhelmed. "I thought my work didn't matter," he confessed. "I thought because the results were slow, the effort was useless. But today, I learned." He looked at Idris, who nodded proudly, that every small step counts, even when no one sees, even when nothing seems to change. Taking action every day can create miracles. The crowd applauded. Idris placed a hand on Ayan's shoulder. "Good or bad, only time can tell," the old man said. "But action, consistent action, will always lead us somewhere better." He pointed to the well. "When you do nothing, nothing changes. When you do a little every day, everything changes." Ayan's eyes shimmered with new purpose. He finally understood. The well was not the only rebirth today. Ayan himself had been transformed. Seasons turned. The river eventually returned, but the villagers never again ignored the well. It stood proudly as a reminder. Small actions can save lives. Small actions can shape destinies. Small actions can awaken hope where there was none. Ayan became known as the boy who kept digging, the boy who believed in the power of daily action, even before he fully understood it. Whenever someone in the village felt like giving up, Idris would smile and say, 2 buckets a day. Just 3 words, enough to reignite determination. Years later, Ayan had grown into a young man full of wisdom. One day, he found a little girl sitting by the well, looking frustrated. "What's wrong?" he asked gently. "I'm trying to learn how to draw, but I keep messing up," she said, tears in her eyes. "I'll never be good." Ayan knelt down. "You won't be good, yet," he said with a calm smile. "But if you draw a little every day, even when no one sees one day, you'll create beauty that will surprise even you." The girl looked unsure. "Every day?" she asked. Ayan nodded. 2 buckets, he said softly. The girl blinked in confusion. Ayan laughed and pointed to the well. "This well was empty once, but we filled it one small action at a time. You can fill your life the same way." Her eyes softened with hope. Slowly she smiled. Ayan returned home that night feeling a deep peace. Because he was now passing forward the same torch that Idris had once given him. The wisdom of patience, the strength of resilience, the quiet magic of consistency. He looked up at the sky as stars flickered into view. Life's uncertainties no longer scared him. Failures no longer discouraged him. Delays no longer defeated him. Because he knew, every day he took action, he was building his future. Brick by brick, step by step, bucket by bucket. So the next time you feel like quitting, remember, Ayan, remember the old well. Remember that miracles do not shout, they whisper. They build quietly, slowly, faithfully, within the effort you make today. Small steps matter. Daily action matters. Even invisible progress matters. Because one day, just like the water bursting from the earth, your efforts will reveal their purpose. Life lesson? Do a little every day, and watch how life rewards the patient. Your future self is waiting for you to start. Thank you for watching and listening to this story. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you to keep going, if it gave you hope, then please like this video. Share it with someone who needs encouragement. Comment with one small action you'll take today.